y'all, it's your girl Cordnie, Ellese, and welcome to my channel, Mommyhood and Entrepreneurship. And today we are going over a lot of the goals that I have for this month of December. Yes, somehow we have reached December and we are here. And you know, things might not be in the best shape. Things might not be perfect right now, but we're here. We're here now, y'all. It's December. The year went somewhere. Not sure exactly where she went, but she didn't come back. So we're here. With it being December, I'm not going to forget that I have goals and dreams and aspirations and things like that. And y'all already know what my New Year's resolutions goals are. So the very first thing that I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to revisit those New Year's resolutions, those goals that I set for myself recently and since my birthday, and just make sure that I am still rolling along with those goals. It might be a little bit hard to do some of the goals that I have for myself business-wise because my body isn't in the best shape, but I'm going to do as much as I possibly can and pivot where needed. The next thing that I'm doing that is super important to me, and by the way, I'm going to be getting to the mommy's goals in a whole different video. So don't think that I'm leaving my kids out. They're so special that they get a whole nother video. But the next thing that I am going to be focusing on will be the social media marketing and management. Originally, I was adding that as an addition to my business since I'm doing more small business photography and things like that. But I'm just learning it in general. I'm learning more about social media, more about marketing, learning more about management, and I am just figuring out exactly what I need to know in order to be able to get started, to be able to successfully help people who I'm experimenting with as far as their businesses and any businesses that might want to hire a beginner to help with whatever. So that is one thing. Another one thing that I plan to do this month is to be consistently posting as far as my YouTube. I have a whole nother YouTube video about goals and updates for the month of December and the things that I'm doing as far as that, but I just did want to include that as far as my goals for the month. I also really have to figure out my living situation is coming down to the end of the line. I have to figure out this moving situation. It got really hard too because my finances aren't where they really need to be at the moment, but I do still have to figure that part out. With that, I might possibly be getting a remote work from home job or an in-office job that doesn't really require much physical work, that can kind of work within my different bodily issues that I have going on right now, where I can still help them, not really strain my body too much. Something else that I want to work on is I really want to work on my debt and focus on my debt. I got a lot of debt right now, a whole lot of debt that I have accumulated. And before, when things were good, it was easy to take care of it, but now it's really starting to pile up and get, on me, since I can't really afford to take care of it right now because of my finances. And y'all, that finance thing is a recurring theme. So I'm also looking for ways to make money online that don't require me to do like a bunch of physical things or, a lot of shoulder work. I figure if I'm on the computer, I might have to use quite a bit of shoulder work, but just trying to look for ways to make money that, won't take away from me getting better as far as, where I am physically and mentally and things like that. I know debt and credit kind of work hand in hand, but I also really want to work on my credit, not just my debt. So I want to make sure that my credit cards are below 30% or below 10% if possible. I want to make sure that I am up to date on everything because I fell behind on things after everything happened. Something else that I really want to happen in December, since I do have to move pretty soon, I want to make sure that I have things organized in my home, organized as far as systems within my home, clean, like clothes not all over the place, clothes that I don't need given away, clothes that the kids don't need given away, shoes that were too big for it, like just everything gone through and handled and taken care of, so that once I go into the new place, I can start on a clean slate. With this being the end of the month, I also want to create a schedule for learning for the rest of this month and for the new year and for next year. So I really want to focus on what I need to be learning, what are my goals as far as learning and things like that. Y'all, if I can finally get to it and finally do it, I want to create a vision board that I can just go on and have it already done for next year. If I do it, I will put a video down for it because I do believe in vision boards. I love vision boards. And I did a lazier version of that this year. I've been cutting out things that were goals for that month and pasting them on my journals. That has kind of been my vision board, and those things pretty much came to fruition. A lot of the things that I wrote down and I just kept seeing also came to fruition. A lot of the things that I visualized from whatever YouTubes that I was picking out and things like that, they still came to fruition. But I think that's because I make myself see these things. It would be cool if since I'm making myself see these things, I just didn't have them in a bunch of random places, but also had them on something big that I could see that was pretty. So if I can put that vision board together, y'all, that is a for sure goal. Something else that I want to work on for December is I want to get better and learn better communication. I am the kind of person who avoids my messages when it doesn't immediately have to do with a client. I need to get better about that, whether it's with networking, whether it's with my friends, my babysitter, my daughter's dad, son's dad, my granny, whoever it is. I really need to get better at my communication. So I'm pretty sure after the books that I'm reading now, which are probably going to take up all of December and January and February because I have so many books I'm reading right now. And I'm not just reading them, I'm studying them. So, whatever. But I also want to start watching some videos and learning about communication and how to just get over that procrastination of that conversation and how to have a meaningful conversation. Sometimes I get stuck and I'm a little socially awkward. That's something I got to figure out. I definitely want to make sure that I make it through the books that I've been studying. Resolution, Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which I'm about to start. 12 Weeks a Year, E-Myth Revisited, Becoming. Don't want to keep starting books and studying these books and then putting them down and just taking them with me everywhere and not really reading them all the time. Have gaps in the day where I'm scrolling through reels and shorts. I could be reading during that time. 5 minutes, that's all it takes. Also, I really need to finalize everything with the car accidents that happened. I need to go in and get my car fixed. I really hadn't just been in the spirit to get up and do a bunch of things, but I really got to just go in and take it to the shop to get it fixed. I finished filling out all the lawyer stuff and all of that. Just get it taken care of and stop procrastinating with that. I want to start working on my January and Q1 goals and Q1 plan for the YouTube, for my business, for however I'm going to be surviving financially, as far as photography or whatever it is that I learn online. The goal is I want to make sure that I catch up on sleep and that I am prioritizing getting rest so that my body can actually heal. Another goal is that I want to start a new workout regimen, not just be sitting over here gaining weight because I'm not feeling so well. I've gained 8 or 9 pounds since my car accidents from, not really being able to be active like I was before. So that's not okay. Not okay at all. And I can tell it within my energy level and things like that. Of course, my energy level is also impacted, but I can tell how I feel, with the extra weight, that it just doesn't feel good. I got to figure out how to work out within my current conditions, or at least maybe I could start walking, or I'm not even sure because I tried to go walking and my back started really hurting during that walk. But I just need to figure something out. And in the meantime, I probably just really need to dramatically change my diet so that since I can't do a whole bunch of things physically right now, that I can still be working on what I'm eating and not just drinking, eggnog until, the eggnog takes over each inch of pounds. But the weight is a huge thing that I do have to work on, so that is definitely going to be a priority. The last goal is that I really want to make sure that I am set up for success for after I move, because I know that there's going to be a period of time where I need furniture in my living room and I need to get things organized and decorated and things like that before I can really start recording. So I definitely plan on getting as many videos as possible recorded. So this month is going to be a fairly busy month for me, but that's just the way life goes. And those were the goals that I have for the rest of the month of December, y'all. This is going to be a fairly busy month for me, but that is okay. I just need to make sure that I'm getting the rest that I need, that I'm treating my body well, that I'm setting myself up for success. This month is all about the setup, the preparation, and the beginning actions that it takes in order to move forward and to make sure that I'm putting myself in a position for actually moving forward and not just making a bunch of plans. I really want to set myself up for success. So that is what my December is all about. I hope that your December is about the same, or whatever it is that you need to do in order to move forward. And I can't wait to see you on the next video. Make sure you share with me any tips that you have for anything that you saw in the video. I am really open to community engagement, to learning from you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the end. I know this was a little bit of a longer video, but I do appreciate you for checking in and, being of wonderful support for me and for the channel, for the community. So thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next video. Stay inspired. Ciao.